Alright guys, I think this is our final part. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out as we go along. Anyway, I missed you guys so much. How's life been going? Anyway, we're gonna get started. But yeah, I strongly, if you're close to even if you're not close, if you're out in Nevada, and you're just looking for a fun, quaint place, you love seafood, you love going to the beach and stuff like that, I recommend checking it out. The lighthouses are beautiful. The whale watches are fun. They have a seal watch. I haven't been on that yet. There's parasailing, which Joey and I have put on our list of things to do. We're going to do next time. So that's going to be interesting. So next year, hopefully I don't fly away. It'll be interesting. But it's just amazing. Just truly. You got to check out the town. The people are wonderful. The service is great. If you are a seafood fan like I am, you are going to be in seafood heaven, people. Delish. Anyway, next we went to a place called Wings. Now, I know that this is a commercial kind of place. I know that they have them in California, and I think they have them in North or South Carolina, and there's a couple in Massachusetts as well, and I think Florida. So it's a chain, but it's so much fun to go in there. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of fun in there. What's that? Is that an empty bag? It is just an empty bag. Anyway, I normally, because we pick shells ourselves off the beach and sand, and I make crafts with them. As you guys know, I make a lot of things. I'm an artist. But these shells, I ended up buying because they just, I love them. Like I said, I normally don't like buying seashells, I like finding them. But sometimes you have to. I'll do a video specifically on things that I found. Because that's going to be a video within itself, because I found some really awesome stuff. It was a lot of fun. So I bought this shell. Now this is kind of like, I guess, your typical kind of conch shell. But it stood out to me. And I have a collection of shells in a bowl in my living room. So I wanted to add that to that collection. Very pretty. I think I paid like $1 something for it. So I really like that shell. This next one is a little bit more unique. Very unique. To me anyway. Maybe you guys have seen shells like this before. I don't even know what this shell is called. But this is what it looks like. But it's this flat part of the shell that I found. Hello. Come on. It didn't have a name. It just said shell. It didn't tell me what kind of shell. I'm sure if I do a little research online, I could figure it out. But as you can see, it's flat. And I'm used to seeing shells like the other one I just showed you, where they kind of spin out a little bit, but this one stays flush. It's really cool. It reminds me of a pinwheel a little bit. Have you ever had those pinwheel sandwiches? We call them pinwheels, but it was funny. They call them, oh my god, they had another name for them. They called them something different in Cape Cod. Oh my god, rapwiches? Or they had like a different name. I'm used to calling them pinwheels. They called them like a spiral sandwich or something like that, which I thought was so funny. I'm like, oh my god, it's just a pinwheel. But they're like little, you know, like the pinwheel little sandwiches things. They're really tasty, actually, if you've ever had them. So that is very interesting. Of course, it's going into my collection of nautical themed things because I am obsessed with it, and I surround myself with all this ocean stuff. And then like the way they decorate, I'm slowly gonna redecorate my home. I got a little bit of things here and there that I'm working on. There's things that I'm looking at. I gotta measure things and stuff like that. I'm getting a special setup just for videos for you guys, for better lighting and stuff like that. I'm working on that as well. So there's a lot of things going on that I'm trying to work on, plus working, you know, like 70, 80 hours a freaking week. So all over the place this girl is. And I'll get time eventually. It's getting there. So I got a lot of decorating ideas with them as well. So I'm going to slowly start doing that. Slowly. We'll get there. But you'll see it. Trust me. Next, I bought these for my friend. I'm not sure if she's actually going to get them though, because these are really awesome. These are called icy shots. And what it is, it's just a mold, but you put water in it. You can put juice, I'm sure, in it as well. And it makes an ice shot glass. Yeah. It's kind of cool. So I thought that was really awesome, especially for like, you know, parties or something like that. I thought that she would adore this because they're rubber. You just poke them right out. I think she's going to love these. This is definitely something. Yeah. Yeah. I could definitely see a lot of fun with these. I'm thinking whiskey. There's whiskey in the jar. Oh, I should have bought one for myself. I'd probably go online and get them. But it's really cute. That, yeah. I could see us having a lot of fun with that. Next is this sign. And every time I go, for like the past 3 years, they've had this sign there. And every time I go, I'm like, I'll get it next year. I'll get it next year. No, I'll get it next year. So I'm standing there, and I just picked up the shot glasses and the shells and stuff. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I'll get it. And I was like, screw it. I'm getting it this year. And I'm going to put this one in the bathroom, I think. And it's so cute. Look at it. And it says, a salty pirate lives here with his beautiful mermaid. And there it is. It's the salty pirate and the beautiful mermaid. I really like this. It's cute. It's really adorable. I love it. Every time I see it, like, I'll get it next year, I'll get it next year. Well, this was the year that I finally got it. And I think it is simply adorable. Like I said, when I went to Woodstock, I got that book about Survival Guide for the Landlocked Mermaid. And a few of my friends referred to me as a landlocked mermaid. They're like, that is so you. You are definitely a girl who should be living on the ocean. And I should be. I wish I had a Scrooge McDuck that would just, like, when he died, left me his big, you know, huge thing filled with gold coins. Anyway, so I could live by the ocean. But I just love it. This is so pretty. I like the illustration of it. It's a little cartoony, a little storybooky. And I just love the saying, the salty pirate and his mermaid. It's so cute. Everything, just about, like, eventually my whole house, they'll be, like, dripping with mermaids and shells, and I would not have it any other way. Well, my name's Michelle. Shell's in the name. You know, it kind of fits. It was meant to be. Now, there's a few more things. I guess I'll show you this next. There is a guy out there that I've known since I was like preteen, because my parents used to vacation out there, and beautiful clothing and stuff like that, which I'm sure if you saw my video last year, the shirts and stuff, you already know who I'm talking about. His name's Ohm. Anyway, Ohm has lived like such an amazing life. He's met Harry Truman. Bob Marley used to frequent one of his stores. Now, he does a lot of tie-dye, so I understand why Bob Marley would go there. Beautiful tie-dye stuff. I mean, the colors are wow. And Queen Elizabeth visited him once back in like the 60s and stuff like that. So really, really awesome. Anyway, a few years ago, I've told you the story before, a few years ago he was trying to attract hummingbirds. Now, we have something called the trumpet vine, and the hummingbirds here love this vine. They adore it. They nest in it, and I have quite a few hummingbirds here at the house, all different colors, and they're so beautiful. So we were talking about them. He's like, well, you're very rich, you're very blessed that you have these birds and this vine. And I was like, you know what? I'll send you a box of seeds of this of our trumpet vine so that you can have them too. Okay. And I remember he gave me like a scarf or something. He wouldn't let me pay for it. But I sent him those seeds. And last year, the plants were only this big, but they were there. And when he was so delighted, I mean, they were small, but they take time. But once they start, they don't stop. He gave me like 3 bags of clothing. I'm like, please, no, take my money here. I think he let me pay him $15, but he didn't want me to pay. But I'm not like that either. So then we came back now. The winter here is very bad. And Massachusetts, as you guys may have heard or may not have heard, I think they were 2 inches of snow away from breaking their world record. So they were hit really, really bad with snow and sub-zero temperatures. It was very, very cold. So I was slightly worried about these baby plants, that they wouldn't make it back. So when I got there, we looked for the plants. And they're there. A little bigger this year. Still fairly small though. So he realized it was us because we were looking for the plants. And he's like, how have you been? Blah, blah, blah. We were talking. And he was like, I thought that the cold killed them too because we were going to bring more seeds. And all 7 that he planted came back again this year. So that was awesome. Now, trumpet vine does, in our area, they come later in the season. And I explained that to him. He's like, yeah, I know. A friend of mine told us about the trumpet vine, and they do come late in season. And they did. But they're all still alive, and they all survived the cold. So that was beautiful. And he was like, you know, a part of you will always live here on the Cape. And that, even if I don't get a chance to ever live there in my life, but, you know, we just vacation there, that's very special. To me, that's a very beautiful thing that, you know, and like I said, these trumpet vines were my grandfather's. I grew up looking at these vines, and I mean, I guess I didn't appreciate them as much when I was a child. I think it's hard for a child to appreciate, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure they do to an extent, but I mean, something like that, something so small, like looking back now, you can appreciate kind of thing. I think that's what part of growing up is about. I mean, as we get older, that's what we do. I appreciate them more, and I can sit there and appreciate the beauty more, and, you know, I sit still and just look around me when, as a kid, you just going. So they're beautiful, very beautiful. One day I'll film outside, see if we can get some pictures of the actual hummingbirds themselves. But, and he said it's like a part of you will always live here, and it's like, yeah, and it's true, it is. And my grandfather, he used to go to Florida often, so he loved the ocean-y kind of places and stuff like that. And he never, unfortunately, made it to the Cape. But because we wanted to do one year, the whole family go to the Cape for like a Christmas thing. Like, it was something we had always planned on, but he passed before we could do that. So, like, kind of a part of him lives there too now, in my mind. So it's very awesome. Like, when I look at like the map of the Cape or my bracelet and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, a part of me is always going to be there. A part of me is always going to be there in that area of the Cape. So that's really beautiful. For me, I think so anyway. That some people may think, well, Michelle, it's just seeds, but I think it's awesome. Anyway, he gave me this dress. And the funny thing is, every year I look at this dress, and every year I put it back. Number one, because of how much it was, and then the sizing of it. It says it's a 3XL. It's a plus size dress, supposedly. So I'm always like, well, that'll never fit me. The sizing, and that's why this dress has been there for years. This does not fit like a 3XL at all. And I will do an outfit of the day with this dress eventually to show you that. Because I'm from a small to a medium. And if it's a sweater, I like my sweaters oversized, so I'll wear them in a large. This fits more like a medium, for sure. It is a $38 dress, but this dress is gorgeous. It's got all this beautiful ruching on it. Can you see that? It's a little stretchy. So I guess you could, if you were a large, you know, fit into this. This is not, look at this. You can tell that this is no 3XL. So it was definitely mismarked as far as sizing goes. Is there a label inside? It doesn't even have a size on the inside. I think it was mislabeled on here. But it's this gorgeous, gorgeous black dress with hibiscus flowers. Look at that, how beautiful. But like I said, I mean, it's fairly small. I mean, it can stretch a little bit, but not to a 3XL. This is more of a medium. So when I tried it on, because I just looked at the pattern and I was like, oh my god, that dress is beautiful, let me try it on. And then I saw the size, like, that's why I never pick this dress up when I'm here, is because of the size. Well, I put it on and it fit me beautifully. This dress is gorgeous. I love it. And he's like, gift. I'm like, no, gift. I'm like, I gotta give you something for it. It's a $40 dress. You know, at least take half the money. You know, let me give you a 20 for it. No, gift. You give me gift of plant, you get... He's amazing. He's wonderful. Every year, he fights me on paying and drives me nuts. But every year, I get something from him, and I love it. I love everything that I've gotten from that shop. And this is just simply... I mean, look at that. With these gorgeous hibiscus flowers. And these clothing hold up amazingly. Absolutely beautifully. I love it. Simply gorgeous. I love that dress. Love it. And like I said, you will be seeing Outfit of the Day with that dress very, very soon. It is just so beautiful. And I want to show you that it's just gorgeous. Oh my God. I like that ruching on the top because it reminds me of some of the dandles and stuff that I used to wear like as a kid, like the German style dressing. Like they have a little bit of the ruching like in the bodice, and it reminds me of that. And it's really, really cute. And you don't see a lot of that in fashion today. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. So when I do tend to find that kind of ruching on like the bodice, I tend to go towards those pieces because it's something that you don't see all the time. But I got one more bag of stuff to show you, and we're already at the 15-minute mark. So I lied, this isn't the final video. There's one more video coming. So I'll be right back, guys, okay?